Most people think brain rot is just a meme or internet joke.
But neuroscience is starting to show that constant overstimulation, social media addiction, short-form content, dopamine overload, and poor daily habits are genuinely changing the way our brains function. If you've noticed your attention span getting worse, struggling to focus, feeling mentally tired all the time, forgetting things quickly, or constantly needing stimulation just to avoid boredom, this video is for you.
These habits seem normal because almost everyone does them.
But over time, they quietly train your brain to become distracted, impatient, emotionally exhausted, and dependent on instant gratification. Today, we'll go through 10 habits secretly causing brain rot, why they affect your brain health, and most importantly, simple ways to fix them before they completely destroy your focus and mental clarity.
Habit 1: Constant short-form content.
Your brain was never designed to process hundreds of fast-moving videos every single day.
Short-form content trains the brain to expect novelty every few seconds. Every swipe gives your brain a tiny dopamine hit. New face, new sound, new joke, new information, then another one immediately after that. Over time, this changes your attention span. The problem is not just entertainment. The problem is speed. When your brain gets used to consuming information in 10-second bursts, slower activities begin to feel painful. Reading becomes difficult. Long conversations feel exhausting. Studying feels impossible. Even watching a normal YouTube video starts to feel too slow. This is why many people now open another app while already watching something. Their brain cannot tolerate a single source of stimulation anymore. Neuroscientists often talk about neuroplasticity, which simply means the brain adapts to repeated behavior. If your daily environment constantly rewards distraction, your brain becomes better at being distracted. That becomes your default mode. A simple fix is not quitting entertainment forever. The fix is retraining your brain to tolerate slower stimulation again. Spend at least 20 to 30 minutes daily doing one activity without switching tasks. Reading, walking, journaling, long-form videos, deep conversations, anything that forces sustained attention. At first, it feels uncomfortable because your dopamine system expects constant novelty, but slowly your focus starts rebuilding. Habit 2: Checking your phone every few minutes. Many people no longer use their phone intentionally. They check it automatically. You pick up your phone without even realizing why. Notifications, messages, likes, scrolling, weather, random searches. It becomes unconscious behavior. This constant interruption damages concentration more than people realize. Every time your attention breaks, your brain needs time to refocus again. Studies on attention switching show that frequent interruptions increase mental fatigue and reduce cognitive performance. That's why even after doing nothing difficult, you still feel mentally exhausted at the end of the day. Your brain never gets recovery time. The worst part is anticipation. Even when your phone is silent, part of your brain is waiting for stimulation. That background mental tension slowly drains focus. One useful habit is creating phone-free zones during specific hours. Maybe the first hour after waking up, maybe meals, maybe work sessions. Not because phones are evil, but because your brain needs uninterrupted attention to function properly. If you constantly train your brain to react, you slowly lose the ability to think deeply. Habit 3: Consuming more than you create. Most people spend hours consuming information, but almost no time processing or using it. Watching productivity videos, reading quotes, listening to podcasts, saving posts, opening 20 tabs, but very little action. The brain remembers information better when it is used actively. Passive consumption creates the illusion of learning without actual understanding. This is why people often binge on self-improvement content, but still feel stuck. Your brain starts confusing consuming information with improving your life. Now, this does not mean you should stop watching videos or avoid consuming knowledge. The problem is not learning. The problem is endless intake without application. Your brain actually becomes more stimulated and engaged when you use information in real life. When you apply something you learned, the brain recognizes that the information has value and rewards you for it. That is how stronger neural pathways are formed. A healthier approach is simple. After learning something useful, use it immediately.
If you watch a focus video, apply one technique that same day.
If you read about memory improvement, practice it. If you learn about dopamine detox, remove one distraction. Even small actions matter because application tells the brain this information is important. Your brain strengthens neural pathways through action, not endless intake.
Knowledge without usage slowly becomes mental clutter.
Habit 4: Sleeping too late every night. Sleep deprivation affects almost every part of brain function.
Memory, emotional regulation, focus, decision-making, learning ability, mood, energy levels, impulse control, all of it depends heavily on sleep quality.
But modern habits destroy sleep constantly.
Late-night scrolling, bright screens, overstimulation before bed, random videos, notifications, gaming, endless browsing. The brain needs consistent sleep to clear metabolic waste and consolidate memories properly. Poor sleep increases brain fog and reduces mental clarity dramatically. Many people think they are lazy or unmotivated when in reality their brain is simply exhausted. One bad night may not seem serious, but repeated sleep deprivation slowly damages cognitive performance. A simple improvement is reducing screen exposure before sleep. Even 30 minutes without your phone before bed can improve sleep quality noticeably.
Your brain needs darkness and calmness before rest, not constant stimulation. Habit 5: Never being bored. This sounds strange, but boredom is actually healthy for the brain. The problem today is that people escape boredom instantly. Waiting in line, phone. Sitting quietly, phone. Eating, videos. Walking, music. Bathroom, scrolling. The brain never gets silence anymore.
But moments of boredom are important because they activate deeper thinking and internal processing. Many creative insights happen during low stimulation moments because the brain finally has room to connect ideas.
Constant stimulation blocks that process. People now fear boredom because their dopamine system has become overstimulated. Silence feels uncomfortable. But if your brain cannot tolerate silence, that's a warning sign. Try spending small periods daily without stimulation.
No music, no videos, no scrolling. At first, your mind feels restless.
Then gradually, your thoughts become clearer.
Your attention span improves because your brain stops depending on external stimulation every minute.
Habit 6: Multitasking all day.
Most multitasking is actually rapid task switching, and the brain performs worse when constantly switching. Watching videos while studying, replying to messages during work, scrolling while eating, listening to podcasts while checking emails.
The brain never fully engages with one thing. This reduces memory retention and increases mental fatigue.
People often think multitasking saves time, but research consistently shows that it reduces performance quality.
Deep focus requires full attention. When attention gets fragmented repeatedly, thinking becomes shallow. This is one reason many people feel mentally scattered all the time. One simple solution is single task sessions. Even 25 minutes of uninterrupted work can significantly improve focus.
No notifications, no switching tabs, no checking apps, just one task.
Your brain performs far better when it knows exactly where attention should go.
Habit 7: Doom scrolling negative content.
The brain pays stronger attention to negative information because survival systems evolved to detect threats quickly. Social media algorithms understand this extremely well. Fear, outrage, conflict, negativity, drama, these things keep people engaged longer.
But constant exposure to negative content affects emotional health heavily. Your nervous system was not designed to absorb global crises, arguments, bad news, and emotional stimulation nonstop every day. Over time, this increases stress and anxiety levels. People often do not notice how much their mood changes after spending hours consuming emotionally exhausting content.
Protecting your brain also means protecting your mental environment. That does not mean ignoring reality. It means controlling your exposure. If certain content constantly leaves you mentally drained, anxious, angry, or hopeless, reduce it. Your brain absorbs what you repeatedly feed it. Habit 8: Eating while watching something. Many people cannot eat without stimulation anymore. They need YouTube, Netflix, shorts, scrolling, or videos during meals. This habit weakens mindfulness and attention control. The brain becomes conditioned to combine eating with entertainment. Over time, silence during meals feels uncomfortable. This constant pairing also reduces awareness of hunger and fullness signals. Simple activities become impossible without stimulation. That dependency slowly affects concentration in other areas, too. Try eating one meal daily without screens. It sounds small, but it retrains the brain to tolerate normal life without constant dopamine input. Small habits matter because repeated behaviors shape the brain over time. Habit 9: Spending no time outside. The human brain responds strongly to the environment. Natural light, movement, outdoor exposure, and physical activity all influence mental health and cognitive performance. But many people spend most of their day indoors staring at screens. This affects mood, sleep quality, energy levels, and attention span. Even short walks improve blood flow and reduce mental fatigue. Movement also helps regulate dopamine naturally instead of relying entirely on digital stimulation. You do not need extreme routines. Even 20 minutes outside daily helps more than most people realize. Sometimes the brain does not need more information. It needs less stimulation and more recovery. Habit 10: Never letting your brain rest. Many people are mentally active from the moment they wake up until the moment they sleep. Content, notifications, music, podcasts, conversations, scrolling, background noise. The brain never fully rests. Even relaxation now often includes stimulation. But recovery is necessary for cognitive health. Without recovery, attention declines, memory weakens, mental fatigue increases. This is why many people feel overwhelmed despite not doing physically difficult work. Their brain is overloaded constantly. Your mind needs quiet moments to reset. That could mean walking without headphones, sitting quietly for 10 minutes, journaling, meditation, or simply doing nothing for a short period. Rest is not laziness. Recovery improves brain performance. And most people today are severely under-recovered mentally. How to reverse brain rot? The good news is that the brain is adaptable. The same neuroplasticity that strengthens distraction can also rebuild focus. You do not need to become perfect overnight. Small, consistent changes matter more. Reduce short-form content gradually. Sleep better. Spend time outside. Single task more often. Allow boredom sometimes. Protect your attention intentionally. The goal is not avoiding technology completely. The goal is preventing technology from controlling your brain because attention is becoming one of the most valuable things in modern life. And if you constantly lose control of it, every area of life becomes harder. Focus becomes harder. Learning becomes harder. Discipline becomes harder. Even happiness becomes harder because overstimulated brains struggle to enjoy normal life. But when you reduce overstimulation, something interesting happens. Your mind becomes calmer. You think more clearly. You enjoy simple things again. And your ability to focus slowly returns. If this video helped you understand the neuroscience behind brain rot, dopamine addiction, social media addiction, attention span problems, and mental fatigue, then make sure to like the video because it really helps the channel reach more people struggling with the same issues. And subscribe to Simple Ways of Life for more videos on self-improvement, focus, discipline, productivity, mental clarity, brain health, and practical habits that actually improve everyday life.